I want to introduce you to a new feature we've added to Axcitement that could save you a lot of time in the future. You know that there's a lot of settings in your Axcitement panel. So you can go in and we can edit positions of things. We can sit there and say that our game board, we want it to be a little farther to the right. Let's go with bigger size here. We can take our logo and we can make it bigger and we can move it up and down and all that kind of stuff. The problem is if we get everything set up the way we want and even other items like our backgrounds, our timers, all that kind of stuff, and then if something happened and we had to replace the computer in this lane, all of those settings we have to reset, but not anymore. What we have now is the ability to take your settings, however you have everything set, so you get everything just the way you want it, and then if you go into your settings, you'll see there's a button down here that says backup. So now I can click backup. And the last time we backed up our settings was December 17th. Now we're going to back up now, and it just made a new backup for us now. All right, so all of my settings, the way I have it, are now saved. And so what's nice about that is, let's suppose somebody goes in here and we goof things up. I'm going to go to my edit positions and I'm going to take my logo and I'm going to make it super, super small. And we're going to shove it way over to the right, okay? And if I close it, right now that's what my system looks like. Well, I don't like that system. We accidentally made my logo really small and put it there. So now all I have to do is I go back in and then I can go to my settings and I can restore my last backup and it will restore all of my settings. So now you can see my logo is back to big and where it needs to be. So that's step one. The beauty is now you can also take the settings from this lane and you can port them across your other lanes as well. So all you have to do for that is you log into your system, and for me, I have multiple companies set up in here. But if I go to the company that we're dealing with here, it's Heron's Fish Shack, and I can see that now I have a button that says backups. So I can see that this lane was backed up. If I've got 5 lanes here, this one was backed up on this day, this one was backed up on that day. So each lane you can back up. But let's suppose you're just setting up a bunch of lanes. You've made a major change to a lane and you want to port that across to all of them. It's very easy to do. So now I just take the backup from lane 1 and I click copy. And where do I want to copy it to? I can select all, or maybe I don't want to copy it to number 5. So you can choose as many or as few as you want, and then all you do is you say copy, and it will copy the settings that you used for that lane to all the others. Now, after you have copied them to all the different lanes, you're just going to go in at the lane, each lane individually, and then just go in to the settings, go to the backup button, and then restore the settings file that you had just copied over there. So just make the one and then save it, port it across all of them, go into the other ones, and then just basically download by restoring, and then do any fine tuning you need to. Might make your setup a whole lot faster. This will cover things like your detection settings, your timer settings, your background settings, your sizes. Everything will be copied in order to save you a bunch of time. Now, obviously, if that lane isn't the exact same size or the projector is a little off, you still may have to go in and fine tune, but to get a majority of your settings at least ballpark where you want them, this might save you a whole bunch of time in the future. So hope you enjoy that feature. It hopefully will save you some time and make it easier for you to back up and restore your settings if need be.